All right, so again, welcome to my classroom in the living room. So we have mobility and flexibility today. So again, thank you for joining. We will be working on just exercises, stretching out the joints, I mean the muscles, mobility on the joints, from our neck, face, all the way down to our arches. So if you guys do have a preference, you guys are here in class of something that you might want to stretch a little bit more, maybe the shoulders, the hamstrings, the back, just go ahead and on the chat, we just type it in and we can spend a little bit more time on that. Otherwise, we'll go with the regular routine, which we'll spend, from our face all the way down. So let's go ahead and do that. So we can start off light by getting down on a chair. Okay. Start with the face ones, then we'll make our way down. Just gonna turn on this fan a little more. I'm not sure if having the blinds shut kind of keeps the place cooler or it makes the heat stay in here more. So we'll see. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and inhale and we're gonna puff up our cheeks. Okay, so just puff up your cheeks and we're gonna massage from the end of our eyes to the end of our lips. This is the beauty part of the class. Let's go from the bottom of our earlobes to the end of our cheeks, to the end of our lips. All right, exhale. Okay. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and open our mouth over looking down. Look up, and once we've looked all the way up, we want to shut our mouth and try to almost, if you could envision it, try to shut with your chin, not so much with your sides, but with your chin. Ready? Here you go. We'll do 12 of these. You want to be really engaged on that chin area. Very good. Okay. Should feel some soreness and tightness here. And we're trying to get that loose skin a little bit tighter around this area. Okay, so now we're gonna inhale for about 8 seconds. Inhale for about 3 seconds through our nose. Make a little small pipe through your lips and exhale through there. Okay, ready? We'll do 10 of those. Straighten out that diaphragm. So that core tightening up. Let's do about 3 more. All right, very good. Okay, awesome. All right, we're gonna transition down to our neck stretches. Okay, and these are pretty light, so we'll start out lightly. So we're gonna look left, right. Right now, up and down. And let's grab a hold of our left side with our right arm and let the weight of our right arm stretch out that left neck. The switch. If you don't feel it so much, you could grab a hold of your seat with your right hand. So something like right here, and just grab a hold and just pull, just to keep that shoulder in place. Otherwise, you could just be doing this. All right, very good. Okay, we're gonna do some neck circles. You know, very gentle, going clockwise. I was just looking at the calendar, and it looks there's going to be a 2-week break in between summer term and fall term. So we have maybe about 2.5 more weeks of this class, and then we have 2 weeks off, and then we'll start in the fall on August 23rd, I believe. All right, reverse. So yeah, summer term feels like we just started, but only about 2.5 more weeks, and then call it a summer. It'd be nice if the weather changed with the terms. All right, very good. Now we're gonna do some neck retractions. So this is where we do like turtles. So go forward, back. Very good. Okay. Now we're just gonna grab a hold of the back side of our head and bring that forward. Gonna stretch out that muscles that runs from our upper back to our lower skull. Relax. All right. So now we're gonna go ahead and just finish off with our chair exercises, going our way down. So we're just gonna do some shoulder rotations, just bring them forward. Bring them back in a reverse manner. And let's bring the right arm across. I don't know what I did yesterday, but I feel really tightness here. Maybe sometimes you'll get that from push-ups. I'm not sure. On the switch. Okay, we're gonna bring that arm behind us and push down on that elbow. We're gonna switch. Maintain that stretch for another 15 seconds. We're gonna have our hands up. Just reach up towards the ceiling. That feels good. Let's lean right. Let's go left. All right, very good. Okay. All right, so for these next ones, we're going to be doing, it's going to be kind of like we're reaching and pulling. So imagine you're a cat with the claws and you have scratching claws. You're pretty much just reaching and pulling between your legs. You should feel a nice stretch in your back. Reach, reach, reach. All right, very good. Right here, we're just gonna bring our knee up to our chest. Just hold it, just one knee. And if you can, try to grab a hold of right underneath your knee and just go up and down. It's gonna stretch out the hamstring. Switch. Left leg up. Again, extend. And then go with our performance stretch. So This is a must on today's agenda. So we're gonna push down on that knee and lean towards it. Make sure you're doing that, leaning towards that knee. Let's bring that knee up, across. That stretch. Love the stretch. All right, so now we're gonna go the left leg, and let's push down. And now let's bring that knee to our chest. Make it a habit of getting a little water break every 10 or 15 minutes. Get a little water break after this. All right, relax. Let's grab some water. Reset. All right. Okay. So right here, we're going to go to hip flexors. Okay. So hip flexors, you guys already know. And now, we'll do 12 on each leg. All right, left leg. Two more. And last one. All right, we're gonna still work on some hip mobility. We're gonna do that by just sitting near the edge, legs straight, and just go up and down. So 5 more. All right, we're gonna work on some knee extension. So just holding here, just extending at the knee, back and forth. Then we're gonna do it like a clock and swing left to right slightly, with our knee. Okay, so if you guys remember that one, just kind of have my knee elevated, and then I'm just going to slightly left to right. There's not a lot of movement going on, and that's probably a good thing because our knee is not meant to move in this manner, but it does sometimes, when we turn suddenly. But it feels really stiff every time we turn suddenly, our leg would snap. So we still want a little bit of mobility there. But if the LCL and the MCL were torn, your legs would just be going like crazy, and we don't want that either. So, all right, let's go with the left leg here. Just some knee extensions. Oh, we didn't do leg raises, right? I'm sorry. Leg raises, 15 of them. Knee extensions. About 20 of these. These are pretty light on that knee joint. And now let's do some leg lateral and medial movements. So just a quick little swivel left to right. All right. Okay. We're gonna work our way down to our calves and then our ankles and then our arches. Okay, so here we're gonna be doing some heel raises. Okay. So again, just hold about 3 seconds. And then now we're gonna raise our toes up to the sky. So our heels remain on the floor. This is working on our shin muscles. I'm just gonna go back and forth. Just make it a little more mobile. Okay. You could go ahead and if you like, you could remove your socks, or if you have a small rag nearby, you could use that as well. So we'll work on our ABCs first. I do just want to focus on one ankle at a time, so we're a little bit more engaged. So let's work on our right one first, so our ABCs. And really try to get the entire range of motion of the movement that we can. Okay, don't just do minimal movements, try to get as maximum mobility so we can really stretch out those tendons. you're ready, you can switch. All right, very good. Okay, next one we're gonna do is with the right foot, we're gonna go ahead and pick up the rag or our sock, grip it, drop it, try to correct it, fix it, and we'll do 10 of these. And last one. Okay. Next, left leg. Oh, this is, I don't know if you guys have the same issue, but, or maybe my left sock is just slippery, but I do struggle a little bit more with my left arches on the grip here. Okay. All right, next, we did this yesterday where we're trying to grip the floor just by placing. So let's try to do that. Try to grab a hold of the ground underneath you and hold for about 3 seconds, then relax. So a couple more. Good. All right, let's grab a tennis ball, golf ball, rugby ball, whatever you have. Golf ball here. Just a little ball. The firmer, the better. Again, especially if you have very loose arches or very tight arches, just want to grab the ball and just kind of roll on it. All right, let's find a spot where it's a little bit tender. Let's go ahead and press on that spot. Just push down on it. Switch. That is kind of that tender spot. And let's push down on it for about 10 seconds. Relax. We put that off to the side. I did forget a couple of them. Make sure we fix those right now. So I forgot the hands and the elbows and the forearm ones. So we'll just trace back to those. So again, the elbow ones, it's just doing bicep curls here. Let's make sure you get full extension. Let's go opposite chest. And then right now, we're gonna go ahead and just work on our forearm. So allow your wrist to collapse over your knee. And just kind of go back and forth. Let's go to the left. Watch this moving. All right, okay. Next, we're just gonna do our fingers, okay? So just kind of bring each finger to the center of your palm. Just continue that motion. Okay, now let's try to close every knuckle. So make sure every knuckle is flexing. Let's try to make a fist. Does anyone have any wrist issues or issues with the phalanges?
I have really bad tendonitis in my wrist, although it's better now, but I've had major problems with it in the past.
Okay. Do you do any, let's go on the left side. Do you do any exercises specifically for it?
I do now.
Okay.
Learning from these classes, I've learned a lot of exercises for them.
There's one, I think I mentioned it, you know, you could just invest in like a small bucket you could find at Lowe's or Home Depot for a few bucks, and you can fill it up with rice or sand. Sand might be a little bit more firm, but if you just shove your hand in there and just kind of do like these rotations, there's gonna be pressure in all directions, so that will help. And then also closing and opening your hand in that, so in case it does worsen. All right, let's work on every knuckle. So let's close them. And like the knuckles and the tendons, they're so close to the skin. So, you know, you could have some permanent damage on some of them if you cut yourself with a knife. I happen to have broken glass on this knuckle. And I think I mentioned when I'm drinking, you know, out of a glass, it looks like I'm being fancy because this pinky sticks out, but that's because there's little mobility on that knuckle now. So yeah, just be very careful. All right, and then let's just kind of do some rotations.
Thank you for that information. I will get a bucket and do that.
Yeah, that's what anytime we had a lot of in reverse at the physical therapy office, we had a lot of baseball players come in, and that was one of their go-to exercises, because specifically pitchers. Yeah. So, all right. So let's go ahead and stand up. Let's look for a stick, a broom, whatever type of pole you have around the house. I have a foam roller. I'll go get that real quick. I actually have a piñata stick, so I'm gonna use this soon. But yeah, so let's go ahead and we have the pole here. We're just gonna go left to right. Debbie's on it. She already knew what we were doing. left to right. Yeah. Yeah, I went to the gym yesterday, and the day before, I saw a few people before their warm up, before getting in the squat rack. They had these longer pulls, and they were doing all the motions that we were doing as well. All right, let's go 30 degrees. So 30 degrees with that left arm. And don't forget, when we're doing these 30 degrees, our right arm is also gaining mobility on that back side. All right, 60 degrees. All right, 90 degrees. Yeah, there's all sorts of devices. I've seen these clubs that look like a baseball bat, has a small handle, but then at the end, it's probably like a 20-pound device. So it looks like a small baseball bat, but it weighs 20 pounds. And I've seen a lot of folks doing a lot of stuff with that. All right, let's go behind. So that left arm comes back. All right, let's go with that right arm now. Right shoulder. All right, 30 degrees. $60. 90. Right in front of us. Make sure your hips are facing forward. Otherwise, it kind of defeats the purpose. And behind, back. All right, now we're going to go up. It's a little bit of slower movement. All right, that's in front of us. So just our arms. We're not training our trunk yet. We're not doing trunk rotations, just our arms. This is actually a good one. Right now behind. And back one, we're bringing our elbows up and down. Okay, and then we're going to go behind this way. Okay. All right. Quick little break. Grab some water, and we'll start with our other upper body ones. Quick little break.
Hi, ladies. Nobody knows, gives me advice about the flushes, menopausia flushes, what is good for that? Oh, Julio's here. Bye-bye.
Oh no, what happened, Josefina? It's okay.
No, I asking for advice to the ladies.
What is it they need? I'm sure.
You don't know. You don't want to know.
Oh,
My flushes.
I don't know. Okay.
I'm dying with my flushes.
There's some supplements. If you go to Mother's or Sprouts and you talk to the vitamin lady, they can help you with good supplements for that. If you
Yeah.
trust supplements. So you go to Sprouts,
Uh-huh.
Mother's, the stores,
Mother's.
los
Uh-huh.
supermercados.
Yes, I know where.
And then if you ask the vitamin people, they'll recommend some good ones for you. There's a lot of them. And it depends on what your body type and all that kind of stuff is. So
Okay, because I have been trying other stuff and nothing work.
nothing is working.
No. Thank you. I'm going to do it. I'm going over there.
Yeah, sorry, I can't help you with that. Okay, so we just finished the shoulder one, so let's go ahead and go in the doorway. I'm gonna use the edge of my refrigerator here. Show my face a little bit. You bring half it. So I'm just gonna bring my forearm up against it. Okay, so I'm right here. I'm not in front of it yet. And I just want to turn away. Okay, so I'm turning my body away to the left. I should feel this nice pull almost from my underarm towards the center of my chest. Hold this for about 10 more seconds. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and extend our arm. So our arm is straight. And then we're gonna do the same thing. Okay, so right here I'm straight, but now I'm gonna turn my body to the left. So now you should feel that stretch a little bit more, almost reaching your bicep. So these are stretches I do before maybe I have a chest workout, before I know I'm gonna be using my upper body a little bit more or lifting heavy objects. This is one that I like doing. Okay, very good. All right, now we're gonna go with the opposite arm. So we go here. You guys can see that. So we go here, and then right here I'm straight, and I'm just gonna turn away. Working that left arm. All right, now we're gonna have it straight, and then turn it as well, okay? So turn. All right, let's hold that for about 30 seconds. All right, okay, so we did that. We are transitioning to, okay, so now we're gonna do the remaining standing ones. You guys are familiar with many of these, and then we'll head down to the floor. So, okay, so trunk rotations, Just relax arms. Switch from left to right. It's crazy how the body works. You're really just a little bit tighter than usual, and you start moving it, and it just goes with the flow. All right, ab circles. Okay, so cut left, come right, come back. We're gonna do about 7 on each side. Make sure you're really pumping back. That pump there. Last one on each side. All right, very good. Okay, awesome. All right, big hula hoops now. Okay, so wide stance, and just make sure you're throwing your hips in all directions. Make clockwise first. Good switch. No camera on today, Josefina? All right, very good. All right, we do want to work on a little bit of balance, so we're going to do our high knees in the slower motion. So again, just a little bit longer. Oh, there she is. Hello. So, yeah, so just straight forward. The slower the better. Okay. Now we're going to change it up. We're going to keep that knee up. Just hold it. Should feel some tension here. Let's drop it. Switch. Right, very good. I'm going to just lower the camera slightly, working a little bit of balance. So right here, we're not doing a high knee. It's almost like the Romberg stance where our feet are next to each other. But we're just going to slightly keep our right foot a little bit elevated. So it just needs to be about an inch off the ground, not too much. But my left leg is the only one that's holding me up right now. Okay, the switch. So now my right leg is up, left leg is elevated. Okay, all right, let's go with the hamstring stretch. So slight bend at the knees. And let's just reach, reach, reach. And that stretch. Reach a little bit more, make sure you're breathing. Bring those knees back. Relax those knees. And rise back up slowly. Very good. Okay. We're gonna do a couple more. Got our quad stretch and our deep squat stretch as well. So if you want to work on balance too, then just make sure you're just holding yourself up with your one leg. Like I said, you could always, sacrifice balance and pull a little bit more to get a better stretch. Or you could just work on both. And switch. All right, do me a favor and grab the chair that we were before we squat down. Grab the chair that we've used. So this is going to be some hip mobility work. Okay, my counter is right here. My chair is here. So I'm going to be facing my counter. And I'm just going to go lift around that leg and then go in reverse. So make sure, maybe it doesn't need to be a chair. It could just be a small table or a box. But I like for you guys to keep that leg straight and go over it. Good job, Debbie. Just control it. So maybe about 8 with each direction. Good job, Debbie. All right. Once you've done that, let's switch legs. I think I hit that chair like 3 times right now, so. Again, having that object there keeps this one honest. Now, I like having it there because you have to go over it. If you hit it, you might hit your shin on it, but you also don't want to just remove the object and just wing it, so you might not be going high enough. Okay. All right. And there's more that we can do with this one. You could have it right behind you, okay? And you could just go up, around, and then forward here, and then just gonna go up, around. So pretty much what I'm having the chair in this position here. So if you guys can see that, it's back here. So I'm going up, around, and forward. It's a little bit more advanced. So yeah, that's a different mobility that we could do different time, but yeah, it's just a variation of it. Okay, deep squat stretch. So those are some that you guys should be able to practice at home when you have time. Deep squat stretch. If my team had the flexibility and the hamstrings that you guys have, I'd have a much better team. So, right now I have some kids that are here doing this. They can't get down on their heels. And it's a little bit scary too because they're only like 18, 19 years old. And, as a little kid, little kids would go in the playground and just sit like this and watch and observe all the time. And, we lost that mobility. On our toes, off our heels. And drop those heels and use your arms to slowly come back up. All right, let's set up the yoga mat. Get your yoga mat. Let's put that together. You know exactly what we're doing. Cat cow. I think I saw somewhere online saying cat camel, but I like cat cow more than cat camel. All right, so wrists right below your shoulders, knees right below your hips. Again, inhale up. The entire time you're looking down. Exhale, belly comes down. Okay. Let's do 10 of each. Okay. All right, from here, we're gonna arch up and bring our glutes towards our heels, okay? And just once we're there, you want to bring our arms forward, our head down, and reach. Nice. Raise back up. Okay, now we're gonna shift our arms, not our legs or our feet, to the right. Okay. And we're gonna arch up. And again, bring our glutes towards our heels. Reverse, come back. Now we're gonna go on the left side. Okay. Arch up, bring those glutes back to your heels. Make sure you're looking down. So that's stretching your right back. Relax. All right, now we're gonna do the puppy pose. So again, now our knees stay right below our hips. We're gonna reach forward with our hands. Our hips stay in place, and we're gonna drop down our elbows and lean forward. And you should feel that in your upper back. Again, your hips stay right above your knees. Drop your head. You could rest on your elbows if you like. Relax. Let's grab that chair that we were just using. Put it at the edge of your yoga mat. Right here. Okay. Hips above the knees. Reach for that chair. And look down. So it's a little bit by your shoulders, upper back, hips right above your knees. kind of kneel towards that chair so you don't fall. Okay. All right, from here, we're gonna go ahead and do our book openers. Okay. So again, one of the more important stretches. So there, almost like the clamshell position. And if you can, you could grab a little pillow to rest your head. It's okay. So we're here like a clamshell. And remember, we're gonna separate. I'm resting on my right arm. My left arm is gonna open up, bringing my left shoulder flat. Then my shoulders are both on the floor. And then I'm gonna reset. And we're gonna do 10 on each side, okay? So 10 on each side. This one does take longer, so don't rush it. And if you feel your back a little extra tight, then just rest on that position for an extra few seconds. All right, I'm gonna check the chat. You guys do a few more, about 3 or 4 more. Just wanna make sure I don't miss anything. All right, let's switch sides. So let's rest on our left side. Oh. Okay, and begin. Another thing you could do too is when you reach over to that reset position, you could go past your palm with your hand. And that should open it up a little bit more. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll demonstrate in a few. All right, so there's what I was trying to explain, did a bad job at explaining, is so we're doing the book openers here, and then you see how I come back, so you could go a little bit past it, and then just almost like a little pump at the end, where we're reaching. Okay, so that's always an option that you could do. Okay, we only have a few more and we'll be done. So, all right, arms extended off to the side. You're gonna get in that tabletop position. And now we're gonna allow the knees to drop to the sides. So let's do 8 on each side. Make sure your arms remain flat. About 3 more per side. Good job, ladies. All right. Okay. Next one, we're just gonna stretch out. Imagine you have a horse in front of you and one behind you, and you're tied to them and they're pulling you apart. I know, it's pretty violent, but that's what we're going for. We're going for a stretch. So reach back, reach forward with your toes. And relax. Again. All right, let's kind of sit down. We want to bring our feet together, almost like how we do on our cool downs. But we do want to keep them there, and we want to carefully lay back down and keep our legs there. Okay, we're gonna hold this one here for about 45 seconds. I can shed our legs. Okay, reset. And then from here, I want us on our bellies. Okay, on our bellies, elbows on the side. So we're just slightly rested a few inches off the ground. Hands on the side, we're gonna push up. Breathing. All right, we're gonna go in the quadruped position. And this one we did on Monday. It's gonna be the quadruped alternating legs and arms balance exercise. So we're just going straight. Hold for about 3 seconds. Just working on balance of full body, mainly your core. Last one we're gonna do is just this figure 4 stretch. So reset, left heel in, right leg out. And this one is, we're gonna hold on right below our knee and try to bring our chest to our thigh, okay? Not really reaching for our toes, but just bringing our chest to our thigh. Okay, ready, And breathe. With every breath, you should slightly go lower and lower. The switch. Okay. Last one is just bringing the feet together. Bringing those knees down. Just cross them. And move forward. And relax. All right. Good job, ladies. Good class. I personally feel better. My chest, my shoulders are feeling tight today. It is feeling, yeah. Okay. Everyone looks sleepy.
Very sore. I've had very good workouts the last couple of days. Thank you.
Okay, great. Yeah, for some reason up here, I just feel extra sore. You too,
Yeah.
Debbie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Shoulders, chest, arm, back.
Yeah, well, get ready. Tomorrow we have a cardio and core workout at 10. So, yeah. Where's your cat, Debbie? It's not hungry today? Yesterday, Debbie's cat was all over the camera. But, all right.
Animals deserted me today.
It's all good. All right, ladies. Well, I appreciate all of you again. Hopefully, I'll see you folks